Ladies and gentlemen, you have just entered the Moonshine Militia live stream. Get ready for a night of drunken debauchery. Grab a jar and grab a seat because the show is about to begin.
Welcome to the shit show.
All right. So there we are. What's going on, everybody? We are here with Cassie. I don't know. Can we hear you yet, Cassie?
Yeah, I'm good now. For now.
Okay. Of course, you all know Cassie and Uncle Moonshine. We have Donald Farrar on with us tonight, president and director of the festival, or festival director of the Ozark Moonshine and Music Festival. How you doing, Donald?
I'm great. How are you?
We're doing awesome. So we have been, recently we've done a huge push because we're heading on over there to your festival to set up and take a bunch of donations. Before we get into all that, though, I want to give me a little bit of history about the festival.
All right. So first of all, thanks for having me, allowing us to tell our story and get our name out there and become part of the Moonshine community that I see is we didn't know there was quite as many people on Facebook and hiding out in some of these groups that were about moonshine. So it's good to see. It's good to get our story out there. Our festival started coming out of the pandemic. Mr. Rod Corley, our founder, wanted something for the local area to kind of help the economy a little bit, be able to help bring more people to the area since we are kind of a resort kind of a town. We're out on a lake, so lots of good camping, water activities that you can do out here. So he wanted to draw people out here, so he decided he wanted to have a festival. And that same time, roughly about 2021, 7 distillers here in Arkansas formed the Arkansas Distillers Guild. So we decided what better thing to do than to pair with those distillers, promote the Arkansas Distillers Guild, and have them grow with us as we grow as a festival. So it all kind of came of that. And then we decided we needed a purpose that was a little bit bigger than ourselves. We can't just be music and people coming out and drinking. We needed to have an actual purpose. So we went to our county judge, Dale James, and he said, let's go to CASA, which is our court-appointed special advocates. They help abuse and neglected children that are in the court system. So we went to them, and they had just gotten their funding cut federally and at a state level due to the restriction or cutbacks from pandemic and all that stuff like everybody did. So we decided that's where we wanted to step up and make our festival about making our proceeds go to that. So Arkansas has an extremely high abuse and neglect rate, and Van Buren County, where we live, is number 1 in the state as far as that goes. So we're going to do everything we can to help those kids out and do our part there.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the CASA program. I used to be a guardian ad litem in Florida. And in Florida, it was the GAL, G-A-L, and elsewhere it was called the CASA program. So that's something that is near and dear to me as well. So I appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
See, we got people coming in here too. Boy. Yeah, the moonshine community has been nuts. I'm telling you, we get rolling on things, and it's been nuts. Now I gotta tell you, originally we had planned, us three were planning on headed to the music festival over there, but then after the hurricanes came through, we were like, we can't really think spending the money to get over there. It's not really. I forgot this guy here. He's in here too. Boy, I forgot about you. This is Tim Ferguson. He's also one of the original guys when we started talking about this. We were thinking about maybe not going because of the hurricanes had just gone through, and we really wanted to make an impact with helping them instead. And that's when little Cassie down. Oh, what happened to Mark? Little Cassie down there had the brilliant idea. Why don't you guys just go and take donations? And it kind of spiraled after that. It was a good idea. Yes. We were up drinking late that night, and it spiraled. It went. I reached out to Wayne from Ozark Steelworks, and he had talked to you, forwarded me your information. I reached out to you, and I got to tell you, it has been one of the most stressful weeks, but one of the most rewarding weeks as well, because we started doing this and we didn't know how anything was going to happen. It was like, it's an idea. I reached out to you. We said, let's go ahead and see if we can, first of all, let's see if they'll have us. And you graciously accepted and said yes, gave us a space, gave us some vendor passes, and we still didn't exactly know how we were going to be able to get all the donations to Tennessee. But we said, you know what? Let's just go forward with it. We'll do it because that's going to happen. And then somebody donated a semi-truck.
Yep.
Wow.
Triple T Distributions out of Texas, out of Beaumont, Texas. They donated the semi-truck, the trailer, and the driver and the fuel. I was like, dude, it's meant to be.
Yeah,
Right?
we were just gonna throw everything into an RV if we had to.
That's where I came in.
Yep.
What U-Haul places are around there? You know, maybe we can fit everything in the Ferg's RV and just drive it over there. We didn't know, but
Now that he doesn't need my RV, he doesn't give me invitations to the meetings. So
I forgot. I'm sorry, Ferg. That's my fault.
oh, it's
You
all
can
right,
smack
buddy.
me later.
I'm just poking at you.
Oh boy,
And it's exciting for us as well. We're really excited again that we wanted to have more of a purpose as a festival, not just be about music and moonshine. So this is another way that we can help. And then, like I told you, also we have our social media and marketing person, our webmaster, our go-to as far as arts and all that. She's a great person as well. She lives down there in Florida, and she was right on the verge of that cone. So we were worried about her.
Yeah.
She was near the storm swells. So if it would have turned a little bit, we might have seen her house, going down in a hurricane. So
Yeah.
I'm in the same
Well-
boat. I'm in Florida too. Just the skin of my teeth. I'm lucky.
So sit by on that.
Yeah.
Now we are because this seemingly so far has been, we've got such a huge response from this. We're looking for doing things similar in the future.
Yeah.
Now, we all have our own groups here. Well, I mean, the Moonshine Militia, we are the ones that we all are members of the Moonshine Militia. Cassie and Mark also have their own group that they go forward with. And that's Morgan's Moonshine. I just got a message from Mark. What's he want?
I think his computer died.
Oh,
We're just
he
having
said sorry,
technical
yeah.
difficulties.
You got to have it. Yeah.
it happens. But yeah, we were more than excited to be able to delve into this with you. This is not something that we do professionally. This is not something that I don't know about y'all, but I had never thought about myself as being somebody that just went out there to do this kind of thing.
Pretty much.
But it rolled, and we're rolling with it, and it's been great. Chatting with Donald through emails. I should have just gotten your phone. I got your phone number. What am I talking about?
it's on the bottom of the email. That's my cell phone.
I mean, it's standard.
Yeah, I got it because I talked to him on the phone before, so I could have just called you instead.
Anytime. And that's especially sometimes those emails, they'll get mixed up with so many coming through a day. So if you're trying to get a hold of me quick, shoot me a text.
So what you got a pretty good lineup of music acts out there this year.
We do. We have, I believe over the 2 days, there's going to be 20 live musical acts total. We have an indoor venue and we have an outside stage. I call it the Transformer stage. They bring in this huge, massive trailer. It opens up, folds out. All these poles come out of it and it turns into a stage. So we'll have different acts throughout the day on that stage. And then inside, we have vendors, and then we have a stage where we're going to do acoustic music, and that's what we're going to call like our mountain music. So Mountain View, Arkansas is really known for bluegrass music, folk music. So we want to highlight that in there. It's all acoustic. We want the performers to shine there. And then we also have Gravel Yard on Friday night. The Gravel Yard band here in Arkansas, it's a big up and coming bluegrass band. So they're our Friday night headliner. They'll get all the shine then. And Lone Star on Saturday night.
Nice. Cassie's a big Lone Star fan, so
I'm excited.
She's gonna be trying to search them down. I'm telling you, while we're there. There
was a video I saw today. Oh, I'm sorry. There was a video I saw today, and it was it was like from the floor, and there was a bluegrass band playing, which I'm trying to remember what band that was.
I believe that was the Gravel Yard band. Aaron Ferris is the lead singer. He normally puts them out, and they're so just down to earth guys. Even though they're starting to get bigger, they'll just go out to a dairy bar on the side of the road somewhere in Arkansas and just put out their instruments and start playing and record it and just give everybody a show. So you never know where they're going to be, when they're going to play.
That's all. When I saw that, I was very excited about it, because I enjoy a little bluegrass.
And he'll be there, and he's going to have they're limited spots, but he's going to have a jam session where he'll do a little bit of picking with some people, teach you some methods and things like that. So if anybody's interested in that, he's got some limited spots, but
that's awesome.
You can actually play with him.
My guitar.
Oh, boy.
Can we fit that in the camper?
Ferg's all happy now. Look at him go.
I'm from Nashville, so I have to play guitar to get my driver's license.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow. Well, Donald, so how much moonshine do you actually drink?
There you go.
I'm not a huge drinker myself. I'm more whenever I'm out on the road and I go to the distilleries, I do make sure I do a tasting with them. Whenever I was a little bit younger, I actually enlisted in the military. I was stationed at Fort Bliss at 18, and the drinking age there was 18. So at the age of 18, I was drinking like a 21-year-old. So at 21, I started slowing down a little bit. And so now it's more for special occasions, events that I go to. If I go to a distillery or I'll have a beer or an old fashioned with my dinner. But so I do have a bottle of Crystal Ridge from Hot Springs Distillery. They're Mule Kick 120 proof on my top shelf, though, just in case.
Nice. Wow.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Anybody else have any questions? Anyone want to say something?
Yeah, I have some questions. I don't know if you've already covered them or not, but
spit them out.
You were talking earlier and just a minute ago about different distillers going to be there.
There's going to be actually 7 different distillers in total, 6 from the Arkansas Distillers Guild, and then 1 from Missouri that partners with the Distillers Guild. Not all of them do moonshine. They do a variety of different things. Moonshine, white whiskey, as they call it, bourbons, vodkas, gins. They do a little bit of everything. So we don't have just moonshine. We have something for everybody. You can go in and we do tasting events where you can just go, you actually meet the distillers. You can do a tasting event and actually taste their products that they bring. That's at the festival. You come in, $10, you get to go have a little tasting with the distillers, try out what you want to try. We have specialty cocktails that feature liquor from each one of those distilleries at our bar, so you can get a mixed drink if you're more of a mixed drink person. And we have beer and wine as well. So
when we do this tasting, do you pay like $10 and then you get like the equivalent of like a wristband, or we've been at one place, you had like tickets, and so you bought so many tickets and you presented tickets.
Ours is you get a wristband and a shot glass, and that wristband gets you in. And for that tasting period, basically we start them at 1:30. Will be the first one every day. It goes till 2:15, so you got 45 minutes. You want to stay in there for the whole 45 minutes, hang out and sip on some moonshine or some whiskey, you can do that. If you just want to take a few back and then move on out and go listen to the music, you can do that too. And so
Bluegrass and a shot glass. Wow.
Bluegrass and a shot glass. We do have. We just give you for the $10. We just give you a little plastic disposable one that you can throw away, so you don't have to carry it. But if you do want to pay a little bit more, we of course have commemorative shot glasses with our logos. So
awesome.
You know, we get you one of those to take home with you.
Nice. Sounds like fun.
So as vendors, do we get full access, or that's separate, right?
You'll be in there with that vendor pass. Once you're in the gate, you're in. That's all you need. So if you want to stay and hang out and watch the music at the end of the night, you're more than welcome.
Absolutely.
It is bring your own chair. We are at the fairgrounds here, so there's not any bleachers or seating. So it's bring your own chair. So make sure you bring a lawn chair, and you're
we need
good
to make
go.
sure we bring our chairs this time.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I did bring our chairs last time, so yeah.
I've got several. I just need to load the camper.
Make sure to put that down on my list.
We were talking about the distilleries that are going to be there. They're offering tastings and whatnot. Do they do that throughout the festival? But you did say there was a certain time period they do that, or
there is a certain time period. We start them at 1:30 every day, and then basically at every hour, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, and 6:30. So that makes the last tasting ends about 7:15. Our headliners go on at 8, so that gives us a little bit of room so you can get out, go watch the music, and say we've noticed the last couple of years people aren't as interested in drinking once the music's on, especially Lone Star. Nobody's going to want to be in that building.
Yeah,
you're going to want to be outside listening to the music.
Speaking of Lone Star, is there any chance we could get them to come over to our event table and say hello? Or
there's a possibility. I'll see. If not, I'll see if maybe there's a meet and greet I can get some of y'all into, and we'll see what we
That's
can
what
get.
we were thinking. We had talked amongst ourselves earlier that it'd be awesome if we could get some of the acts that are playing overall to buy as accepting donations. Just to come by and say hey, and because I fully intend. This is another thing I meant to ask you. Is there a Wi-Fi service out there?
There is. We actually partner with our local fiber service, Petty Jean Fiber, and they're going to come out. They set up temporary internet and the boosters and the whole 9 yards. So
nice.
Cool.
Okay, because we planned on doing a few live streams from while we're there, and live streaming some video and that kind of stuff. It'd be great if we could throughout the weekend while we're there, if some of the not just Lone Star, Cassie, but
I know there's more than just Lone Star.
a lot of the acts, if they could swing by and say hey, just to see what we're doing while we're on our live streams, that'd be awesome.
Absolutely. And I know that's something probably Gravel Yard and Aaron, they're big about the community and helping people out as well. So I'll talk to them and see what we can do there as well.
We need to ramp up our talk show host skills before this festival.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my
Speak
goodness.
for yourself.
Yeah.
Well, no, I when I say we, it's me and all my multiple personalities.
Yes.
I know you've got it covered, but
I think being generic is kind of winning people over nowadays. As a sports person, I'm like a big, huge Pat McAfee fan before he even got on ESPN, and he was down home, generic guy. Just he was in the locker room. He was a football player, and he wanted what's best, for not just the media putting the stories out who can get the most clicks. So I think that's starting to get people back nowadays. Being generic, being yourself.
For sure.
With those distilleries going to be there, are they also selling their product?
They have the option to. That's all with our Arkansas Beverage Commission. They have to apply for a special permit. They do also, most of them partner with a lot of our local liquor stores and things like that. So if they don't have it there, they'll be able to tell you where to get it, and it won't be far down the road.
I'm glad I asked that question. So anybody that's watching this or following us, if they go to the event, they'll know where to get some. That's awesome. That's why I asked.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll be able to tell you where to get it.
I know there's been like Popcorn Sutton Jam. A lot of the vendors sell it there, but you don't pick it up till you leave. So
yeah,
there's
cool.
different. Yeah, there's a lot
sense.
of moonshine festivals that that we frequently hit up. So when we talked about going to this with, I think it was with Wayne just hanging out with Wayne from Ozark Steelworks. We were like, yeah, we'll just go there and hang out. It'd be kind of cool. But it's grown to so much more, and I'm so happy to have to be friends with Wayne. And to we have so many backers, supporters outside of the Moonshine Militia. Phil Billy, he himself has 300 and something thousand followers on through all of his different social media. So he's jumped on with us. He's actually he is a founding member of the Moonshine Militia. Amanda Bryant, she's really popular from the TV show.
I just talked to Amanda 2 minutes ago. She said she would come on, but she's busy right now, so she can't.
Yeah, I think they're in the middle of filming and doing a bunch of stuff right now. But
yes,
we've had a few people from the show actually reach out to us that are throwing their support to us. Between filming and all their stuff, they can't really do too much as far as hopping on with us or being there at places. But I know there's a few moonshiners from the. We have Big Chuck's going to be there.
The people from Cooking with Cajun are going to be there.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then we have Moonshiner Troy, who is on Master Distillers. He's going to be there.
Troy Halsey.
Yeah.
Yeah, Troy Halsey. I reached out to him. Another thing that we had planned on doing. I'm sorry, Mark. Did I cut you off?
No, go ahead. Finish up.
Yeah. Well, another thing that we had planned on where we're doing. We had a bunch of people that also reached out and were donating items. But one of the things that we did not want to do was accept money for like a raffle or that kind of stuff. So we came to the idea that, we'll have a drawing, but anybody that donates items gets a ticket.
Yep.
And Cass, you got tickets?
I got tickets. I've got the tickets. Got
anybody that donates an item will get a ticket because since we had a lot of people that donated stuff to us. And then at the end of the weekend, whoever donated items will just raffle off, do a drawing for these items. So that way we can stay in the lane where we're not actually taking money from people. I don't like that. Too many bad things can happen with that. So
with that,
I think Arkansas has a raffle law anyways. That's a little bit, we've looked into that, the 50-50 raffles and things. You have to report and all that. So
yeah, so we were trying to stay away from legalities as much as possible,
Right.
So if it's a free thing, it's not really, there's no monetary gain at all. So
with that being said, Donald, I was wondering, so I know there's like Moonshiner Chuck, he's doing some stuff for this as well. And there's going to be a lot of people doing things like this for donations. Is there a certain drop-off point for people that want to donate to Moonshiner Shining the Way, or?
Absolutely. We're going to have a drop-off point there at the festival. We have what we call Moonshiner's Cove, and that's where the distillers are. We have at that building also, there's going to be Civil War historians that talk about Van Buren County and north central Arkansas and how the Civil War affected us. They'll have their full garb. They're going to have a camp there. They're going to have their weapons and the whole nine. So they're going to kind of be the entrance to the history where it all kind of started after the Civil War. And then after that, we're going to have a little bit of an educational area where you're going to be able to learn from Moonshiner Troy how to make some mash, and he'll talk to you about how to do all that fun stuff. We have Wayne from Ozark Steelworks will be in there with the still, and he'll be able to show you what everything is, talk to you about that, and show you how those operate. And then that's where the distillers are as well, and we're going to have you guys inside of there. So inside the Moonshiner Cove with all the other moonshiners, and draw everybody that way.
Nice.
So what are the rules and regulations as far as what we can bring in? Can we bring our own drinks and stuff like that? Water, soda, beer?
That no outside food or drink is allowed. We have food trucks there. I think we have 18 different vendors, if it's water or something like that you need, since you guys are vendors, you can bring that, like things to keep you alive and stuff like that. But the liquor, that's a state law. We can't let any outside liquor in at the fairground. So we provide all that though, and it's not bad. We only charge you like $5 for a beer. It's not like going somewhere and paying $8 or $10 for a beer. So we're pretty modest on the pricing as well, but we can cover you on the beer and all that. And then there's food trucks and snack stands, and pork rinds and all that fun stuff as far as food.
Pork rinds.
And I know if Big Chuck's there, he's going to be cooking up something.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's going to be smokers going. There's going to be plenty of food. So
I can't wait.
Every year we get a few more.
I'm a Midwestern boy myself, and I can't wait to eat some of that food. I have one more question for you, Donald.
Go ahead.
Yes.
So with us, people dropping off donations and whatnot and bringing stuff for us, do we have any volunteers that are accessible for us, or no?
We have a bunch of volunteers there. We're actually working on getting some floaters and some people to work the History and Moonshine Cove area.
Nice.
We call it our Moonshine Muscle as well. We have some guys that come later at night, help with the stage and stuff like that. So we'll have some Moonshine Muscle there. But say volunteers, we work with CASA. They help provide volunteers, and then we get volunteers as well, which is another way we actually, if you volunteer to work at the festival, we will give you free admission. Depending on how many hours you work, you can get a 1-day pass, a 2-day pass. So it's a little bit of an incentive to come and help us out at the festival. You can go see Lone Star for free. So we're still getting volunteers all up, but we'll definitely have people there, and say I'll be out there helping load pallets with you as well. So
nice.
Yeah, that's I did talk to I'll talk to you about that after the show about the driver and stuff. But anybody else have any questions or anything that I want to keep Donald on here all night long? I know it's getting kind of late.
No, it's good to see you.
Yes. Thank you so much for having us. This has been a really great opportunity.
Yeah,
absolutely. Anytime.
Yeah. And everybody that's anywhere near Arkansas or Arkansas, as some people say, make sure you come on out to the Ozark Moonshine and Music Festival, because I know Brian Key, he's been in here hosting. He's going to be there with us.
Kansas.
There you go.
We got a few people who are going to be there. We've already gotten emails and messages about people that are getting pickup trucks full of stuff.
Brian's one of them.
Wow.
So he's got a whole pickup truck full of stuff.
Amazing.
I think we're going to have a good turnout. And all of these items actually are going, I will go ahead and say now, are going directly to Moonshiner Jerry Benson's Maggie Valley Still Company in Maggie Valley. He's got a huge warehouse, and all of the items that we collect are going straight there to be divided up to the people that actually need it there.
It's conveniently smack dab in the middle of everything.
Yeah, the distribution center, if you will.
Yeah. So he's got a good thing going on there. I mean, he has a huge warehouse building because he builds stills. He cleared it out, and it's only he's warehousing goods and everything, because he's right there smack in the middle of everything too. So he's a friend of ours, he's a friend of the militias, and so we are definitely happy to be working with him as well. Yes. But Donald, I want to thank you so much, first of all, for allowing us this opportunity, and secondly, for coming on here and chatting with us hooligans for a little bit.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure. I'm glad that we can get our name out a little bit. We can help other people. Like I said, we wanted a mission, and this falls right in line with that, doing what we can do to help people where we can. And, it's over in the Appalachians, but why can't the Ozarks and the Appalachians, we're all mountain people.
Oh, yeah.
So
Right.
bring it together.
We're all moonshiners at heart.
Yeah.
We are.
Incredible community.
Here's to you, sir. Thanks for coming on, Donald.
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank
you
you
very
Shout
much.
for Donald.
Appreciate it.
We like to do a lot of
That's
shots.
it.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
why
David
it's
should have
called-
warned you.
Yeah, you should see us. You should see us
Yeah,
at
I got
midnight.
120.
Give us an hour.
That's it. That's really all I have for anybody. Unless anybody else has any more questions here, I'm just going to go ahead and let Donald go.
People in the
I
comments.
appreciate you all. Glad to be
We'll
a
see you
part
in
of
a
the
couple weeks.
community. Yes, sir.
Yeah, brother. All right. Talk to you later.
All right.
Thank you.